Hey guys, welcome back to the Book Nook Corner. It's Courtney. So today I thought I would do a video based on my 48-hour readathon that is coming up this weekend, which I'm super excited for. And that is called the Wildflower Weekend 48-hour readathon. We have some wildflower, flowery, summery vibes, whimsical, magical vibes, and I thought that it would be fun. I will leave all the info down below. Throughout the video, I'll show like the prompts and all the information and stuff, but the Discord link will be in my description. I'm just going to share some recommendations for you guys for each prompt, and then also my TBR that I am choosing to read for the weekend. Like I've said in my last video on Friday, there will be sprints. So we are going to start Friday at 9 p.m. So I will have kickoff sprints. I'm hoping to sprint for a good couple hours like during the day for my UK friends on Saturday. And then Sunday is Father's Day, so I do plan on spending at least part of that with my husband and my dad. I'm still going to try to get a lot of reading done, though, in between things and like in the morning and stuff. And then that evening we'll have closing sprints around 7 to 9 p.m., somewhere like that. We'll see, and maybe read for a couple hours on Sunday night as well. That is the plan. I hope you guys join in. I want you to share all of your TBRs either on my Discord or on Instagram. Cannot wait. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. I haven't done a readathon or hosted a readathon in so long, and I'm just so excited to do this and like talk to you guys and see what you're reading and do the sprints, and like it's just so fun to talk about bookish things with fellow bookish people. The first prompt, I'm gonna have it up here, but I'm looking at my little thing to remember on the side here, and that is flowers on the cover. So I'm gonna do 4 books per prompt, and hopefully that gives you guys some ideas. I'm gonna try to make them not too long or hard to read. So a lot of these are like kind of shorter YA books, but yet still hopefully interesting and informative for you guys. Let's get into it. So my first book choice for flowers on the cover would have to be Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I absolutely love this book. It was amazing. I cannot wait to get to the second one. I keep putting it off and I need to just pick it up because these are not that difficult to read. They're not that long. They're not that thick. This was my first recommendation. I'm gonna try to show you guys the description and let you pause there. When I do that, by the way, if you guys are not able to pause or read it, let me know and I'll put it up in like white text on the screen because I suck at just winging it with the descriptions. Not good at that. Never have been good at that. Moving on. My next flower on the covers recommendation would be To Kill a Shadow by Katherine Quinn. So I have not read this one yet. I did start it for my 24-hour readathon Locked in My Lady Room video, and I just was in like a weird reading slump for that, but it was good what I did read. This was my pick for that, and here is the description. I'm kind of wanting to read this now, even though I already have my TBR picked out. My next book would be The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. Look at the pretty flowers on there and like all of the little, I think those are lotuses, like Japanese lotuses, Chinese lotus, I don't know. But anyway, this just looks so good. I've heard so many good things about this. I've heard it compared to Studio Ghibli, which I love. I'm excited to read this. It's probably going to be a while just because clearly I have a lot going on. So here's the description of that. My last recommendation for this prompt is Wildwood Magic by Willa Reese. This is a cozy mystery, one that I bought months and months ago. I love how it has like, I don't really know what you call those, but that type of paper on the back or on the side. And here is the description. This just looks so cute and whimsical and magical and cozy and cool, and I'm just excited to read this. So the next prompt is fantasy and whimsical vibes, one or the other, both, however you want to do it. I'm also trying to make some of these books fit either all of the prompts or at least more than one prompt. My first book for this prompt would be Cruel Prince, and I currently don't have my physical copy because my niece is borrowing it and reading it, so I'll just put a picture here. And I absolutely loved this book. I just reread it probably about 3 months ago now, so I'm trying to get through the whole entire series again. Here's the description. I hope you read it and I hope you like it because it's so good. The next book I have is Everless by Sarah Holland. I did not read this yet. I started it and I got about 100 and some pages in, 112 pages in, and I really enjoyed what I did read, so I need to finish this. This is YA fantasy. It's kind of like simple. It's not very thick. Let me see here. It only has 345 pages, so it's not terribly thick. I really enjoyed what I did read, and it's just like a very quaint little fantasy village that's very like cozy. I just really enjoyed it, and I'm really need to get back into it because it was so good. Here is the description on the back. I just had to include this. So next on my list is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. I have taken this book out from the library and gotten it on Libby so many times and have never finished it. And I need to actually finish this book. It's driving me crazy. I've heard so many good things about it. I'm trying to see how many pages. It's only about 300 pages. It's not horribly thick. It just seems like it has all the whimsical fantasy vibes. It also has flowers on the cover, so you could cover more than one prompt with this book as well. But I just love the covers, honestly. I'm a cover girl, and the second book is beautiful as well. I just want to get into this so bad, and I think that it just, I don't know, fits the prompt. So here is the description. Had to include that one too. So the next book I have is Greenwild by Perry Thompson. This isn't very thick either. It's only about 330 pages. This is a middle grade fantasy. It just recently came out not that long ago. I think it was first in hardback and it just recently came out in paperback. That is how I saw it, was because it came out in paperback. It just sounds so whimsical and cute and just has all the magical vibes. It also kind of has like greenery on the front. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's flowers, but kind of. So it could, I guess, fit multiple prompts. Here is the description. I'm excited to read this one, and I hope I can get to it at least by the end of the summer. So the last prompt is summer vibes. So of course we are June, mid-June by the time this readathon comes around, and all the summer vibes, right? Everybody's out of school, everybody's going on vacations, the weather's getting warmer. Let's do summer. My first book for that prompt is, of course, The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. This isn't necessarily fantasy, obviously, but obviously very summery, and I have read this. I did enjoy it. I love the show that is on Prime, Amazon Prime, I believe, and just so good. And it's so summery. All of it's on the beach, at a beach house. I mean, just dreamy, right? So here is the description. The next book for that prompt that I have is Dragon Rider by Taryn Matharu. I don't know how you say that. This actually just recently came out, I think within the last month or two, and I pre-ordered this. It's been on my radar for a while. I love anything dragons, if you guys haven't noticed that, and I'm super excited about this one. This is also one that I would like to finish by the end of the summer. If you are a member of my book clubs, this is one of the July choices that I have up, so go vote if you are not in there yet. I haven't really heard much about this, but I'm hoping that I do, because I'm curious to see what people think. I mean, I could go on Goodreads, but I'm too lazy to do that. I just wait until I see it in a YouTube video or a Bookstagram post. But anyways, here is the description. I'm very intrigued by this. Very intrigued. The next book I have for this prompt is, of course, you guys probably know this is coming, Beach Read by Emily Henry, and this is a book of the month edition. I absolutely love this cover. Like, it's just so cute and happy looking. I have never read any of Emily Henry's books, believe it or not. That is kind of shocking, kind of weird. Who am I? Where did I come from? But I'm just excited to put this on my list because I've heard so many good things about this. People absolutely adore Emily Henry and her writing, and she's been like banging the books out lately. She's been killing it, so go her. Here is the description. I think this is going to be perfect for this prompt. I opened this up, and the book of the month bookmark, because like when you order books off book of the month, put bookmarks in the box, and this was on there. So true. The last book that I have for these prompts and for my recommendations is The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty. I have really had this on my radar for quite a while. I have not read it yet either. I was hoping to get to it by this summer. We will see. It's a little bit more of a chunky girl than what I originally had thought. It's almost 500 pages, but I've heard that it has all of the pirate, ocean, ship vibes, Pirates of the Caribbean vibes that you could get. Summertime, ocean, I mean, perfect fit, right? Here's the description. Whoops, too close. Sorry, guys. That's my last book for my recommendations. I hope that I helped you guys kind of come up with some ideas if you were thinking of joining the readathon. Would absolutely love to have you guys there. And now I'm going to share my TBR that I have come up with and books that I want to read for my readathon. So I've kind of gone a little bit crazy here with my TBR. Here it is. I've added a couple. We're just jumping all over the place, but I'm very much so a mood reader. However, 3 on the list are ones that I am like bound and determined. 2 are buddy reads with my Discord book clubs, but then 1 is just one that I want to finish, and it's a buddy read with another Discord book club that I'm a member of. Those are like I have to finish kind of deal. We're gonna try our best, but the first book that I have for the flowers on the cover prompt is, of course, What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. I'm gonna count all of the greenery on there, the Egyptian Nile River like greenery on there as flowers, and I'm gonna roll with that because to me it fits. I'm gonna make it fit because I want to read the book. You know what I'm saying? Here is the description. I'm not gonna spend too long on these. About 70 pages into this, I am trying to annotate it as I go, so I did already start a couple of these, but it's my readathon, so I'm just gonna count it, you know what I'm saying? For the fantasy whimsical vibes, I did do Heartless Hunter, by Kristen Ciccarelli, I don't know how you say her last name. I did start this already as well. I am annotating it as well. I'm really excited about this one. I am enjoying it so much. It is so good. Same with What the River Knows. They are both so good already. Like, I'm so excited to continue on these books. These are my 2 main book club books for my 2 book clubs on Discord, and I'm just like so excited. Like, they're so good. But anyway, here is the description on this one. I highly suggest this one. I just have such a good gut feeling about this one. So for the summer vibes prompt, I did choose The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. So this one isn't very long. Actually, none of these are really that long, which kind of makes it easier, and I kind of already started all of them. I did start this one as well. I am annotating it as well. I'm having an absolute blast with these 3 books. Like, seriously, amazing. I don't know why. Just the cover of this, and honestly, like what I'm reading so far, 100% summer vibes. They are on a flower farm. I mean, how much more appropriate could you get for a Wildflower readathon? Literally, she has a wildflower farm that she works at and owns. Ridiculously fitting, almost more than the previous 2 for this readathon. So even though these are my TBR, you could also count these as recommendations as well, of course. Here is the description for this one. Whoops, if I can get there. Excited about these 3 bangers, and of course they're all from Book of the Month. You can see the little doot. I highly suggest Book of the Month, by the way. The next 2 books, I can't really honestly say, like, clearly this one is gonna fit. I'm looking at my little paper over here. Flowers on the cover, and that would be Peach Blossom Spring. So not only does it have flowers on the cover, but obviously the title itself has flowers. I did try to read this for May for another book club that I'm in. I couldn't get to it, but this one and these 2 are also on Kindle Unlimited. So I do have them on my Kindle Oasis as well. Even more reason why I'm trying to get through this, because I'm not annotating it and I just want to read it on my Kindle like at night for those couple nights. I'm being very ambitious here. This is really good, and I've heard such good things about it. There's the description. This one could honestly kind of just be thrown in there and fit any prompt. So we'll see if I get it read. Another one that I wanted to add potentially on my Kindle because it's on Kindle Unlimited and I'm enjoying What the River Knows by this same author so much right now is this one. It involves, I forget the title, so that's why I'm just showing you the picture. It involves dragons, at least in the description. Here's the description. It involves dragons and just sounds so like summery and just good, and I have it on Kindle Unlimited, like I said, and I just thought that I would potentially try or just use it as a recommendation for you. But either way, it's sitting there staring at me and I want to read it. I hope you guys got some good ideas. I helped you with prompts, or just to find, even if you're not joining the readathon, just to find good books to read. I hope you enjoyed. Like I always say, go in my description, check out all my book clubs, all of my bookstagrams. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!